Hello and welcome back, and I'm here with an update. So this is happening. Gina Carano, who many of you know as the star of the Mandalorian show, one of the co-stars, has been, articles are claiming that she's fired, but officially they are saying that she is not currently employed by Lucasfilm. That's the statement. So courtesy of Empire Online, it says that Gina Carano has been somewhat of a lightning rod for controversy on social media in the last year. They say in this article that she mocked mask protocols and she shared right-wing posts. So the article says that the consequences have caught up with her and the actor is no longer working on The Mandalorian. And the statement from Lucasfilm says this: Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. That's the statement. So the article goes on to say Carano's posts had set off several campaigns to have her fired from the show and Disney in general, and any plans to have her continue, while nothing had been officially announced. Spin-off Rangers of the New Republic was looking likely as a home for the character. They are now cancelled. So the article tries to put in a joke by saying, now we hope they don't check too deeply into Grogu's history of frog spawn-based, eating. Remember the egg controversy? Then it says that The Mandalorian should be returning later this year after the Book of Boba Fett. It seems unlikely that Carano will appear in any of Season 3 episodes, but we'll see if the show deals with her absence. So The Hollywood Reporter also elaborates more on this and says that UTA has also dropped the actor who will no longer be part of the Star Wars galaxy. So, of course, they go on to say that Gina will not be returning to The Mandalorian or the Star Wars galaxy after posting on social media a post that implied that being a Republican today is like being Jewish during the Holocaust. Now, that's the Hollywood Reporter's take on her post. I'll give you my comment a little later. So it goes on to say that Gina Carano is currently not employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future, a Lucasfilm spokesperson said in a statement. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. So on Wednesday, the hashtag Fire Gina Carano was trending following an Instagram post from the outspoken conservative actor and former mixed martial artist that was met with severe backlash. The post has since been deleted, but screenshots were widely shared by users on social media who called for her firing from the hit Disney Plus Star Wars show. So the article says this is not the first time Carano, who played the former Rebel Alliance soldier Cara Dune on The Mandalorian, has been the focus of social media ire for her political statements. Last November, she issued contentious tweets, one in which this article says she mocked mask wearing amid the pandemic, and in another where she falsely suggested voter fraud, according to her thoughts on the 2020 presidential election. So they have been looking for a reason to fire her for 2 months, and today was the final straw, a source with knowledge of Lucasfilm's thinking tells The Hollywood Reporter. The Mandalorian debuted on Disney Plus in November 2019 and helped power the streaming service to impressive subscription numbers. Cara Dune, played by Carano, became an instant fan favorite, with the actor praised for bringing a calm strength to the role, but her tweets made her a controversial figure among Star Wars fandom. According to sources, Lucasfilm planned to unveil Carano as the star of her own Disney Plus show during a December Investor Day presentation, but scrapped those plans following her November tweets. The multiple Star Wars spin-offs from Mandalorian are in the works from executive producers Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, including Rangers of the New Republic, which could have potentially starred Carano. But after the latest round of social media posts, the decision to cut ties with the actor came swiftly. Carano came up in the world of MMA and has appeared in high-profile projects such as Deadpool, The Fast and Furious 6, Steven Soderbergh cast her in 2011's Haywire, a film that launched her acting career following a straight-to-DVD project. Her rep could not be immediately reached for comment. So let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm on social media right now, and trending with Gina Carano is also trending cancel Disney Plus. And also, just a lot of other opinions are going for it. So, because in her latest post, she was accused of being anti-Semitic. If you are Jewish in my comment section, or if you are practicing in that religion, and I will link through to her post, kindly, I would never want to assume and tell someone how to think about a post that might refer to them, their religion, or their culture. So let me know in the comment section if you felt personally offended by her post. Just let me know that in the comment section below. Now, on the side of her being a conservative, because I think Hollywood, as many people know, is a very left-leaning town. Let me know what you think about the whole cancel culture movement. And I've seen this a lot. And I can speak as someone who is absolutely, I think, neutral in this fact, because I'm not an American, so I don't vote in your elections. I'm just a very interested observer who really observes both your political sides. Let me know if you think cancel culture is the way to go, because I think that there is this whole through line right now in Hollywood that everyone must kind of have the same outlook on life. And a while ago, they were calling for someone like Chris Pratt to be fired as well because of the church he goes to. So I'm left really wondering where this is all going. Where is the end of all of this? If, there is a left and a right in America, and you have people who are polar opposites in their thought processes, in their outlook on life, does it mean that everyone in your company must think the way you do, must have your version of an acceptable religion, or just basically the same, just the same thought processes in order to stay employed? Then I'm just trying to think, because all of this is escalating somewhere, I think. And as someone who I said before is just observing, with your two-party system in America, there is a lot of a sentiment that can be polarizing. And if you question the other side's narrative, I've come to realize that I've seen this multiple times, that they label one another as ists, isms, and they try to cancel you. So this is a game where all can play, but everyone will win, I'm sorry to say this, stupid prizes. Because if everyone who doesn't agree with you is an ist or an ism, then what ends up happening to your country? So just my opinion. So I looked over her post and I wanted to see where it was anti-Semitic. Now, of course, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Now, I like to look for context, and I don't think, according to me, that she was comparing herself to the Jews in 1941 to 1945. You see, also here I have to edit myself because of the algorithm. So it's kind of strange how this free speech is ending up on all these platforms. So I don't think she was comparing herself to them. I think she's talking about hate and the culture of hate that is in America. She's a conservative. Maybe she was applying that to herself because she's seeing a lot of a narrative against possibly both sides calling each other ists, isms, or something. And for me, yeah, was it hyperbolic? Yes, it was, to compare it to something as heinous as what happened in the Holocaust. Of course, that is not the right comparison. Was the post the most prudent? No. Should someone lose their work over a not prudent post? You let me know that in the comment section below. So I'm just going online and I'm seeing, we're gonna see how this shakes up in America, how all this shapes out, because if everyone has to have the same outlook, the same type of religion acceptable to everyone has to have the same group think, you've got to watch out, America, because you are not Geonosis. You are not a culture where everyone has to have a hive mind kind of situation. Let me know your thoughts about this, and of course about the polarization in what we see in America in some instances, where it's like there is a relentless campaign to get actors fired who do not share certain groups' outlook on life. And just let me know your thoughts about that, because for many of us all over the world watching, it's a very strange thing. And of course, some people say you can say what you want, but you're not free of the consequences. Watch out, because the consequences will keep escalating. It may end up being you don't want them to work with you. Okay, you can fire them as an employer. Okay, maybe you don't want them to live in your neighborhood. okay, it does escalate somewhere. So America, be careful. You have been a beacon. People have seen that you don't have a culture, that lives in fear, and people cannot express themselves. And something interesting I'll leave here. I saw a CNN video where they were talking about how on YouTube they want to deplatform certain voices that they feel should not be amplified. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm not on your American left or right, but I thought this is a dangerous precedent, because when you're on top, you get to decide whose voice needs to be heard. So remember, if it's done to others, it can be done to you. When you're all wielding your pitchforks, that same crowd is going to turn around at some point. So I hope America figures out this whole cancel, and the whole world in general can just figure out the whole cancel culture, because what goes around, as they say, comes around. So let me know your thoughts about how Gina Carano has, what has happened with her and how it has all panned out because of tweets. And let me know what you think about Disney's outlook. And I'll leave you guys with a thought about this. I saw someone call this fascism, because I think that whether it's on the left or on the right, if you do not agree with someone and you cannot live or let them live their lives, if you have to force them in a way to conform to you, then I think that is a dangerous precedent on both sides, just as me as an observer, as I said, because it is a kind of fascism light. And this is the definition of fascism. It's a form of far-right authoritarian ultranationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and of the economy. So if that's what you all want, the far right, that doesn't mean anything. It can be whoever is in power. You just have to have that stance that everyone must have the same stance in life. So in America, if you all want to have this society where everyone has to fall in line to work, to eat, to live, then you better watch out, because it is concerning in a way if you are only shutting down people who oppose you and not debating them. I'm all for debate. You need to have people come to the table and talk about what you think, in society needs to be discussed and hashed out. But the whole thing of, if I don't like what you say, you're gone, I think that is a dangerous precedent. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section, because this is escalating somewhere. So thank you for watching. Share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. I'd like to know your thoughts. Let's keep it respectful. And once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.